Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. Thanks for joining us on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. We have 11 races today with 5 of them stakes races. Let's check out today's track and weather conditions.
We start the afternoon with a bit cooler conditions here today. Temperatures in the low 70s here this afternoon. The main track is fast. The turf course is firm. First of 11 on the main track at 6 furlongs. Scratch the 5, thanks God. Rider change on 1, Storming My Way to Joel Rosario. The off-time favorites included the 2 Vencedor and number 7 Coronado again. Racing at Gulfstream. Good start for Coronado again. Down at the inside, Storming My Way has speed. These two get acquainted and work a length and a half better than Forze Mao, who's now been shuffled to last. Moving in between horses is Square Shooter with Vencedor, and Timing Is Everything as they head to the half-mile pole. Storming My Way and Joel Rosario secure the lead and the rail. They lead a length and a quarter. Coronado again second. Racing in third is Timing Is Everything from fourth and Square Shooter. Vencedor gets the shuffle to fifth and 3 to Forze Mao. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Now it's up the outside. Coronado again to re-engage Storming My Way. These two in lockstep with less than 3 furlongs to go. Square Shooter's in the hunt from third behind a 22 and 3 opening quarter. Then it's a gap of 2 to Timing Is Everything, who's in retreat. Trying to get by him is Vencedor, and Forze Mao scrubbed on by Vasquez. He's last of all, and he's about 7 lengths off the lead with less than a quarter of a mile to go. Storming My Way, Coronado again, still shoulder to shoulder. Square Shooter is third. Vencedor up the inside. Late run from Forze Mao with an eighth of a mile left. Storming My Way fending off the challenges. Vencedor tries an inside split. Square Shooter is next, and Forze Mao with late interest on the outside. Storming My Way, Square Shooter. It's Storming My Way. Square Shooter second. Forze Mao rolled home for third ahead of Vencedor fourth, and Coronado again in 111 flat. Number 1, Storming My Way, shot right to the top and well handled by Joel Rosario. Prevails gamely for trainer Eddie Plisa Jr. and owners Mel Packoff and Donald Mensch. Second 4, Square Shooter ahead of 6, Forze Mao. He closed a lot of ground again today and ended up third. To the second race on the turf course at a mile and a 16th. Claimers in for a price tag of $16,000. Scratch the 13 and 14. Alban Jimenez on 12, Gear Jammer. The off-time favorites were 2, Sinatra, and 7, Purely Boy. And they're off. Amberjack was away well. Down at the inside, Good and Proper is being sent for speed. Moving out the rail, it's Fort Dixie, and on the far outside, Gear Jammer. So Gear Jammer comes away with the lead. In tight between horses with Seuss, and moving out the rail, Fort Dixie. Fort Dixie and Montalvo now take over. And racing into second as the outside horse, Gear Jammer. Down inside third is Seuss, followed by Amberjack and Got Some Mojo. Then it's Purely Boy. It's a gap of 2 to Bingo, Bango, Bongo. He's in front of Sinatra and Good and Proper. Then on the outside to El Ciclone. Moving inside of him is Contamar, and 2.5 to the trailer, Big Money Machine. They roll into the backstretch, separated by better than 12 lengths through the opening quarter mile in 23 and 4. And at a big price, it's Fort Dixie in front by 3. Gear Jammer is second, Seuss is third. Amberjack is fourth, Good and Proper. On a backstretch brush, he's now into fourth. Moving up on the inside, that's Purely Boy alongside Got Some Mojo, then Bingo, Bango, Bongo. Sinatra's ridden quietly with half a mile to go. He's about 9 lengths off the lead while trying to progress ahead of El Ciclone and Contamar, and still nothing from Big Money Machine. That's the 12 of them as they move around the far turn. They went a half mile in 47 and 3. Up front, the leader's still Fort Dixie, but he's only a length and a half in front. Up on the outside, Seuss and Good and Proper try to get after him. Purely Boy needs some place to go. Sinatra's going to circle very wide on the course as they run to the top of the stretch. They've got to Fort Dixie. Taking over the lead is Seuss. Purely Boy is hemmed in traffic. The other favorite, Sinatra's got racetrack, but he's on the far outside with an eighth of a mile left to go. Here comes Sinatra to take on the leader, Seuss. Now Purely Boy's into the clear, but Sinatra got the jump, and Sinatra's clear by 2. Purely Boy, he'll run up into second, but he can't catch Sinatra. Sinatra will win it and wrapped up in the end. Purely Boy was second, close for third between Got Some Mojo and Seuss in 142 flat. The favorites run 1-2 in today's second race. The difference was room. Sinatra had it, Purely Boy did not. So Sinatra got the jump, and he got the victory under Jose Ortiz for trainer Jorge Navarro and owners Michelle and Albert Crawford. 7 was Purely Boy, was second ahead of the 4 Got Some Mojo, who ran third. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll race a mile on the main track right after this.
The Pegasus World Cup Invitational is January 27th at Gulfstream Park, and that weekend we have something new, the Pegasus World Cup Betting Championship. I'm lucky to be joined enough by two guys who will be playing in this tournament, including
Ray Arsenault, defending NHC champion.
And
Hi, Acacia. I'm Ross Gallo. I'm a 13-time NHC qualifier and also a member of the NTRA Players Committee.
we're so excited for it. Join us here at Gulfstream Park. $500,000 expected pool, no entry fee if played on site. This is for the players.
Back now for race number 3 on the program. First leg of another pick 3 at a mile on the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. Rider change on 8, Ender's Cat to Nick Juarez. Favorites were 6, Good Time Had by All, and 8, Ender's Cat. And they're off. Good start for Ender's Cat in the center. Good Time Had by All displays his customary early speed. Moving out the rail, Ginger Goose has some added pop today as they run out of the chute. It will be Ender's Cat from the outside post working to the clear advantage over Good Time Had by All. At the inside, Ginger Goose with big boy Bruno close in tow. He's racing 4 wide for Jose Lescano, and now he's only a half length behind. These top 4 have opened 5 on storm warnings ahead of Little John W., then Sir Sparky and Turncoat. The opening quarter was 24-1. The leader is Ender's Cat. He clicks down to 4-5. He's comfortable up front. He leads a length and a half. Big boy Bruno is second on the outside. Good Time Had by All third. Parked at the fence fourth with Ginger Goose, 3 in front of Storm Warnings. Then comes Sir Sparky and Little John W. And still nothing from Turncoat. They make their way past the half mile and swing to the far turn. The opening half mile was 47-2. The leader is still Ender's Cat, but his lead is only 3 parts of a length. 3 wide. Big boy Bruno comes to call on the outside, and Good Time Had by All works between horses and is right with the favorite. A gap of 2.5 to Storm Warnings, driven at 70-1 with 5 lengths to make up. 3 in front of Sir Sparky. Then comes Turncoat and Ginger Goose with a quarter of a mile left to go. Juarez played possum up front with Ender's Cat, and he re-breaks to lead a length and a quarter. Good Time Had by All is fully stretched, trying to gain ground second. Back to third, and Big Boy Bruno with Storm Warnings after 3 quarters. In 1:12-4, Ender's Cat is still there. Good Time Had by All flat to the boards, not making much of an impression. Big Boy Bruno was third, but it's Ender's Cat clear to the wire. Ender's Cat and Nick Juarez for the red-hot Armando de la Cerda wrapped up in the end, won it by 4. Good Time Had by All second. Big Boy Bruno was third. Turncoat ran on for fourth. Favorites run 1-2 in today's third race. Nice job of rating by Nick Juarez on Ender's Cat, who responds when confronted and moves away for the victory on the drop-in class for the red-hot Armando de la Cerda and owners de la Cerda Racing and Crystal Racing. 6, Good Time Had by All tried the winner but had to settle for second ahead of the 7, Big Boy Bruno, who ran third. To the fourth race now, 5.5 furlongs over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. Rider change on 6, Cyber Josh to Andre Ramgeet. The favorite was the old class horse, number 3, Mr. Baker. And they're off. From the far outside, Pachanga Party gets the first call. Francesco Appeal is away with speed. Mr. Baker and Call to Honor being sent along. And backing into a good spot is Lil's Fast Boy 5th behind the speed. Gap of another 2.5 lengths back to 5th Avenue Flash, who's outsprinted today. Bulldozers toward the rail. Out wide is Starship Apache ahead of Hornerman. And Cyber Josh is last as they swing around the far turn. Josie Gomez throttles open the leader, Pachanga Party, to lead by 2. Mr. Baker is second, back to third, Francesco Appeal. Lil's Fast Boy tries to run on. So does Starship Apache, and on the inside, 5th Avenue Flash. Bulldozer gets around a retreating Call to Honor. Then Cyber Josh and Hornerman with a quarter of a mile left to go. Pachanga Party has the lead. The classy Mr. Baker draws up alongside second. 3 back to Francesco Appeal third. Down at the inside and 5th Avenue Flash, 3/16 from home. Pachanga Party on the inside, Mr. Baker on the outside. Now Mr. Baker doing the better work, and he edges clear. Bulldozer's on a roll. Here comes Bulldozer with a late run. He'll need to find a 3-length margin at 16th of a mile. Mr. Baker's almost there. Bulldozer's flying, but he's out of time. Mr. Baker. Mr. Baker hangs on to win it from a charging Bulldozer in 106-1. The 2 veteran campaigners within a neck of each other in today's fourth race as the gray Mr. Baker holds off the 9-year-old Bulldozer for the money. Mr. Baker owned by Acclaimed Racing, trained by Ralph Zadie. Paco Lopez on board for the winning ride. 2 Bulldozer was second, 4 Francesco Appeal ran third. To the fifth race now. It is the first of the stakes races here today, and we go 2 miles on the turf, 2 laps around the Hallandale Beach sod. This is the Allen Jerkins for $100,000 in guaranteed purse money. A field of 8 went postward, and the favorite was the 7, Bullard's Alley. racing in the Alan Jerkin Stakes. From the inside, Infinite Wisdom gets the first call with Bullard's Alley moving up on the outside, widest of all, and then Infobadad moving through. Away in fourth is El Curdo. Back fifth is Hanovi, then Gold Shield. The two at the back are Runtime and English Illusion. Up front, the top two get acquainted. Infinite Wisdom on the inside and Infobadad on the outside. They begin to quicken up a bit. They've opened 3 on Bullard's Alley. The classy horse gets a great tracking spot third under Paco Lopez, 2.5 in front of El Curdo. Then it's Hanovi. Gold Shield is third last for Manny Franco. Second last is Runtime. And English Illusion is last of all as they make their way into the backstretch for the first time. So Jose Ortiz thought better of an early tussle and let Rosario go on with it with Infobadad. And Infobadad opens a 4-length lead. Moving up on the inside second, that's Infinite Wisdom. Back to third in Bullard's Alley. He's not been asked for much. El Curdo is next. Hanovi at the rail. Then back to Gold Shield. The two at the back remain Runtime and English Illusion. The opening half mile was 49-1, so it's a 25-1 second quarter speed for Infobadad, who leads it by 3.5. Second position remains Infinite Wisdom, and third is Bullard's Alley. Racing from fourth, El Curdo. He's the gray park 3 wide around the far turn the first time. Then back to Gold Shield, Hanovi at the rail. Runtime still under confident handling in the early stages of the contest. He's second last, and English Illusion in the pink is last of all. They're separated by about 9 lengths as they swing into the stretch for the first time. Still 1 lap to go here, and the leader is Infobadad by almost 2. Infinite Wisdom is second, Bullard's Alley is third. On the outside in El Curdo. Down at the inside it's Hanovi, then Gold Shield. He's crept a bit closer now. Gold Shield, he's tugging too. He wants to do some work as they try to slacken the pace midway through the race. On the outside in the Runtime and English Illusion is last. There's now 1 lap to run, and Infobadad has the lead. He went 3 quarters in 1:16 and 2, and he went a mile in 1:43 and 3. Infobadad, as expected, he's on the engine here. Infinite Wisdom has been in chase mode for about 7/8 of a mile. Then Bullard's Alley, he's had inside position, and he's been ridden awfully quietly by Paco Lopez. He's not been asked to do any work at all. Gold Shield maybe over racing a touch. He's in between horses and still headstrong. El Curdo is on the far outside. Then Hanovi at the rail. Runtime is second last, and the trailer remains English Illusion as they race down the backstretch. There's less than 6 furlongs to go in the Alan Jerkins, and the leader is Infobadad, a length and a quarter. Infinite Wisdom is second. Gold Shield in the clear and launching an attack third. Wide on the course is El Curdo. Bullard's Alley, he's in the blue colors. He's 3.5 lengths off the lead. Paco's starting to ask him to quicken a bit. Then it's Hanovi and Runtime, and English Illusion is still last. And now the pace quickens. 3 wide on the outside, and Gold Shield let go to try to get to Infinite Wisdom, and Infobadad is all in. Bullard's Alley, he's going to follow the move of Infinite Wisdom and hope to get back to the outside. Gold Shield's going to try to bracket him in, and these two now sprint ahead of the third running Bullard's Alley with 1/4 mile to go. Up front, it's Gold Shield for a head lead. Infinite Wisdom is second. Runtime tried to keep Paco from getting out, but he's out now with Bullard's Alley. 2 lengths to raise and 1/8 of a mile to raise it. Here's Bullard's Alley surging at the leader, Gold Shield, far outside in Runtime. Bullard's Alley for a head in front, but Runtime, motors on the outside. Bullard's Alley and Runtime. Runtime and Bullard's Alley. These two, it's a photo finish. After 2 miles, they're separated by 2 inches in 3:23 and 4. Tight finish after 2 miles in today's 5th race, with number 2 Runtime getting the victory at better than 10-1 under Tyler Gaffleone. For owners Joseph Allen and Bloom Racing and trainer Mike Maker, Runtime handles the distance no problem. 7 Bullard's Alley fired but was second best and well clear of the 3 Gold Shield, who ran third. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll bring you the Rainbow Six, more than 800,000 up for grabs, right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
Back now for race number 6 on the program, the start of today's Rainbow Six. 6.5 furlongs the trip. Maiden claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. A field of 12 went postward. The favorite was the 8, Trudeau. And they're off. Excellent beginning for Total Treasure in the center of the race course. First timer, Dancing Noelle, finds her feet quickly, and Saez now puts her on the offensive, and she'll take a narrow lead. Dancing Noelle a half a length in front. At the rail, Special Counsel, another first timer, is good to go, and down toward the inside third, as second belongs to Total Treasure. From between horses, She's Wild now. Tybaj taps on the brakes, passed by Trudeau. Length and a half to 40 knots ahead of Dim Sum and Lil Bay Corvette. A length in front of Duchess Abbey, then comes Duchess of Sparkle, and the trailer is Mama Tries. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn, and up front, Dancing Noelle and Luis Saez lead a half a length. Total Treasure keeps the pressure on second. Special Counsel is third from fourth, and She's Wild now. Racing fifth is Trudeau. Tyler Gaffleon asking her to quicken. She's not doing it yet. It's a gap of 4 to Lil Bay Corvette around Tybaj, then 40 knots as they run to the top of the stretch. Up for the lead now, Total Treasure on the inside, and Dancing Noelle trying to fight on second through a 46 and 4/2 mile. Running on from the back. Look out for Lil Bay Corvette. She just cut the corner, and she's got some momentum with 3/16 to go. Saya's working overtime on Dancing Noelle, but she's dead game, and she's back in front. To the outside, and Total Treasure is second, 4 back to Lil Bay Corvette, but Dancing Noelle game in her career debut. She got past, she battled back, and she'll win it a length and a half. Total Treasure second, Lil Bay Corvette third, Tybaj finished fourth. Number 3, Dancing Noelle makes her career debut at game 1, and an impressive one. And most of all, a winning one, as she responds when confronted and gets the victory, giving Armando de la Cerda yet another win on this racing week at Gulfstream. Luis Saez rode the daughter of Maltese Dog from Midwest Thoroughbreds. Second, 7, Total Treasure, and third was number 9, Lil Bay Corvette. To the 7th race now, the first division of the Tropical Park Oaks, $75,000 in guaranteed purse money and a mile and a 16th on the turf. Rider change on 12, Charge to Luis Contreras, a field of 13 and a wide open betting race. Racing in the Tropical Park Oaks. From the inside, that's Miss Sky Warrior who gets the first call. Ellery Lane and Bernard Diva move to challenge. Over negotiate, trying to drop over, and she's a bit keen. She's now into third. Storm the Hill on the outside is marching forward to try to save ground. Widest of all is Big Cat and Camille. Rain back was Ellery Lane. At the fence goes Dream a While. Alongside them is Bride Street as they charge to the first turn. Charged is out wide. Then in between horses goes Rose Tree. It's a length back toward the fence to Moment Tiempo, third last. Second last is Westit, and Jaunt is last of all as they round the first turn. It's Bernard Diva in front, 3/4 of a length. Storm the Hill on the outside second. Miss Sky Warrior tucked in third. On the far outside, and Big Cat and Camille a 3 wide fourth from Over Negotiate in fifth. Then back to Bride Street. At the inside, it's Ellery Lane. From between horses, Dream a While. Charged is 3 wide. Then back at the fence goes Rose Tree. She's only about 6 lengths off the pace setter with Wested on her outside. Moment Tiempo is second last, and Jaunt remains at the back of the field, separated by 8 lengths with less than half a mile to go. The opening half mile was 48 and 3. Into the far turn they race, and Bernard Diva has a narrow lead. Storm the Hill alongside in second. Big Cat and Camille is third. Miss Sky Warrior looking for racing room fourth. Bride Street is fifth. Over Negotiate in tight while sixth. Down at the inside, it's Ellery Lane. Trying to get out from behind the speed is Dream a While as they run to the top of the stretch. Storm the Hill gets first run and now puts ahead in front. Bernard Diva is right back at her second. Ellery Lane is third. Down the center, Dream a While and Wested are coming on. Miss Sky Warrior into the clear, and Rose Tree with a late rush with less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Storm the Hill strides to the advantage, but good-looking strides from Dream a While on the outside, and Dream a While powers past to win it. Up second, Wested. Third was Storm the Hill, and Ellery Lane ran fourth in 1:42 and 3. Second time in North America, a winning move for the daughter of Warfront. Number 3, Dream a While, closes like an express train to get up for the money under jockey John Velasquez, who's riding in great form right now. Chad Brown, the winning trainer for owner Joseph Allen. 9, Westit rolled home for second ahead of the 11, Storm the Hill, who got first run but had to settle for third. To the 8th race now on turf at 1 mile. Claimers in for a price tag of $16,000. Rider change on 4, Disco Man to Manny Franco. A field of 12 with the scratch of the alternate horses. And the off-time favorite on the major class drop and comeback try, number 7, Rocciadoro. And they're off. From the center, Cape Force ridden to get the early lead with Love My Kitten alongside in second. Racing in between horses is Cuckoo Saloon, Chihilla in third. On the far outside goes Woodburn, who drops over from the 12 post to race in the 2-path. And then down at the inside is the gray Perp. Out wide on the course and trying to improve a couple of spots, Disco Man. Out wider than him is Pros. Then it's down to the inside goes Tagore, followed by Rochadoro. The favorite is mid-flight. He's a length better than second last running Second Street. And Burning Wild is last of all as they charge into the backstretch. Cape Force was intent on the lead, but he's had to pay a pretty stiff toll to get there as he completes a quarter in 22 and 3. On the outside, Love My Cotton is second. Backing into the best spot is Cuckoo Saloon third at a big price. And it's a gap of another 3 lengths back. That's Prue moving up from Montalvo into fourth. He gets around to fifth running inside Woodburn, then to the outside in Disco Man, followed by Perp getting underway. Second Street, Rochadoro 3 wide, then Albert Charles and Burning Wild, and now the back marker is Tagore as they swing to the far turn. 47 seconds for the opening half mile. Cape Force maintains a narrow lead. Love My Cotton on the outside second. Rochadoro, the comebacker, getting started and moving very well. 3 wide and on the attack. Second Street will tip 4 wide. He's got some momentum. From the back and Burning Wild looking for room is Cuckoo Saloon and Disco Man, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's Cape Force in front. Second Street charging hard on the outside, and Burning Wild's into the clear now with an eighth of a mile left to go. Burning Wild charging at Second Street, who hit the front. Second Street has the lead. Burning Wild on the outside. Rochadoro back third. Second Street on the outside. Burning Wild. It will be Second Street hanging on. Burning Wild second. Third was Rochadoro, then Disco Man and Perp in 136 flat. Number 7, Rochadoro, had to settle for a minor award today as it was 11 Second Street who followed the move of Rochadoro and held on for the score under aggressive handling from Alban Jimenez, who continues to turn heads in South Florida. A. Bianco Holdings, the winning owner, Lily Curtinez, the winning trainer. It was 3 Burning Wild second ahead of 7 Rochadoro, who ran third. To the 9th race now, the second division of the Tropical Park Oaks on the turf at 1 mile and a 16th. 75,000 up for grabs here. Scratch the 2 and 11. Paco Lopez on 9, My Sister Sledge. Favorite was the 10, Zweigau. Racing in the Tropical Park Oaks. From the center, I'm Betty G begins very well and goes looking for the lead. Down at the inside, here's Team of Teams moving to challenge. These two work a length better than My Sister Sledge. From the far outside, that's Sister Nation, and moving at the rail is Ghostly Presence. Then a clipping heels. That was Zweigau who went wrong. The 10, Zweigau, is out of the race. As they went into the first turn, Zweigau out of the race. Jockey Tyler Gaffleone still down, but he is moving. Now he's moving to the outside, or rather to the inside rail. So the race continues into the backstretch with Team of Teams in front by a length and a quarter. I'm Betty G is second. Ghostly Presence is third. From fourth, My Sister Sledge out 3 wide is Sister Nation. Then back to Lido, followed by Lyrica. Moving out the inside is Super Marina. On the outside is Flying Harmony. The gray is second last, and 2 back to the trailer, Spanish Harlem. They make their way past the half-mile marker and swing to the far turn. The posted half mile is 49 and 2. Team of Teams maintains the lead by a length and a quarter. I'm Betty G second, Ghostly Presence third, Sister Nation fourth. Lido getting started in the blue colors now into fifth around My Sister Sledge. Super Marina needs some place to go. 3 back to Lyrica and Flying Harmony, and nothing from Spanish Harlem as they run to the top of the stretch. 3/4, 114 flat, and Team of Teams still has the lead. Ghostly Presence into the clear for an opportunity under Rafael Hernandez. Back third is I'm Betty G with an eighth of a mile to go. Team of Teams has a length to work with. Ghostly Presence getting on track when it matters, and Ghostly Presence cuts down Team of Teams. Ghostly Presence going away. Team of Teams was second. I'm Betty G third. Lido fourth, and then Sister Nation. Number 3, Ghostly Presence wears down a stubborn Team of Teams to get the victory under jockey Rafael Hernandez, who returns to Gulfstream Park with a win. Roger Atfield gets another stakes victory, this one for owners and breeders, Chiefswood Stable. Second 5, Team of Teams. Third was 7, I'm Betty G. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, the Via Borghese stakes action completes the card right after this.
Crossing the finish line for the last time can mean an uncertain future for many horses. Recognizing the need for a dignified retirement, the racing industry has made racehorse aftercare a top priority. In partnership with Gulfstream Park and the Florida Horsemen's Association, Florida Track provides retraining and adoption services for retired racehorses. Thanks to their efforts, the end of a racing career can signal the beginning of a new career in show jumping, trail riding, police work, even therapy for children and veterans. However, good intentions do not come without cost. As a nonprofit organization, Florida Track relies on tax-deductible donations and volunteers to help pay for feed, training, housing, and veterinary care. To find out how you can help, contact Florida Track today. Your support will go a long way towards a new beginning.
Back now for race number 10 on the program. Second running of the Via Borghese on turf at 1 3/16. 75,000 up for grabs here. Rider change on 10 Downtown Kitten to Alban Jimenez. Off-time favorites included the 3 Galileo's Song and the 9 Bowley. Racing in the Via Borghese Stakes. Good start for Involuntary in the center of the course, who's reaching out to take the early lead, but is being tugged on there by the rider. He wants to relent to the early lead, and that means Daring Duchess pokes her head through to take over. So it's Daring Duchess and Jose Ortiz in front, as Contreras wanted Involuntary off the speed. She'll land second. From third, it's Carolina, then Playful Sound in fourth. Moving up between horses, that's Echo. She's now about 4 lengths off the lead. Just to her inside, races Flip Cup, who's now secured rail running as they circle the first turn. Daring Duchess leads Involuntary a length and a half. Racing in third, and at the inside is Carolina ahead of Playful Sound fourth. Down at the inside, it's Flip Cup, followed along by Echo and Martini Glass. In the 2-path is Bowley. Then out 3 wide on the course and now dropped over to the 2-path. Went Promotional. She's about 8 lengths off the lead. Downtown Kitten is at the back of the field, and the 2 trailers are Galileo's Song and Texting. Down the backstretch they go. After an opening quarter in 24 4, they went a half mile in 50 flat. At 13-1, it's Daring Duchess in front, 3 parts of length. Involuntary is there second. Racing third at the fence is Carolina. Playful Sound follows along in the 4th spot now. Then at the inside, races Flip Cup 5th and needing a way through. Out wide on the course is Long Shot Echo. In between horses, Martini Glass tries to find some place to go. A length and a half in front of an improving Bowley. Then Promotional, who's asked to quicken. She's not doing it yet. 3 lengths clear of Downtown Kitten, who retreats, passed by Texting, and at the inside, it's Galileo's Song. One of the favorites is last of all as they swing into the stretch. Daring Duchess comes away with the lead. Out after is Involuntary, over the top Martini Glass, a late run and a good one too from Bowley. She's charging hard with 1/8 of a mile to go. Daring Duchess still leads by 3. Flip Cup in between horses, Martini Glass on the outside. Daring Duchess is almost there and she'll win it. It's Daring Duchess and Jose Ortiz all the way. Martini Glass gets up for second ahead of Flip Cup third in 1:55. And upset winner of today's Via Borghese was the rail horse number 1, Daring Duchess. They let her get an easy lead, and she made him pay for it as she rolled all the way under Jose Ortiz for trainer Mike Maker, who gets his second winner of the day. This one for Ken and Sarah Ramsey. 2 Martini Glass up for second, 5 Flip Cup ran third. 11th and final race, the Tropical Park Derby at 1 1/16, 75,000 in guaranteed purse money. Scratch to 13, 14, and 15. Rider change on 10. Dance Strike to Manny Franco. Off-time favorite was the 3, Profiteer. And runners away in the Tropical Park Derby. From the center, General Magooby gets the first call with DeRocher away with speed. Profiteer comes away on the top flight, and moving on his outside is Secretary of War. He'll now move to be second as they pass the finish line the first time. Mr. Cub is a bit keen for Chris Landeros and sent 3 wide for a first turn try. Then down at the inside goes Tizza Slam. Small Bear is the gray, and he's about 5 lengths off the pace setter. Following on the inside is Some Kind of Magician. He's about 6 lengths off the lead. Dance Strike on his outside. Then it's a length and a half back to Delarna, racing by himself and about 8 lengths off the lead for Emma Jane Wilson. 3 lengths in front of Gorgeous Kitten, and at the back is My Barely and Alban Jimenez as they roll to the backstretch. The opening quarter mile was 23 4, and up front, General Magooby leads 3 parts of a length. Secretary at War second, Mr. Cub third. DeRocher tucked in 4th, Profiteer between horses 5th. Then at the inside goes Tizza Slam 6th, Small Bear is 7th and in the 2-path. Then it's a length and a half to Dance Strike 8th. 9th is Some Kind of Magician. 10th is Delarna. 11th is Gorgeous Kitten, and 12th and last is My Barely. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn through a 49 2/2 mile. General Magooby and Luis Saez maintain control. 3 wide is My Cub from between horses. Secretary of War. Paco wants racetrack for DeRocher. He's down inside. Trying to move between horses is Profiteer. Small Bears on his outside as they run to the top of the stretch. With the lead now coming on to take over. Landeros on Mr. Cub to stride to a narrow lead. Into the clear DeRocher. Over the top Profiteer. Back at the inside Secretary of War. DeRocher running at Mr. Cub. Mr. Cub has the lead. DeRocher one more time. DeRocher's got him. Tropical Park Derby to DeRocher. Mr. Cub was second. Profiteer was third. Close after that between Some Kind of Magician and Secretary at War in 142 flat. Locally based DeRocher takes his game to another level as he parlays a good run in the Claiming Crown last time out to a win against restricted 3-year-olds here today under Paco Lopez for trainer Joe Russo and owners Michelle Allen, John Herzberg, and Sterling Racing. 6, Mr. Cub completes a sizable exacta ahead of number 3 Profiteer, who ran third. Late pick 5 today, more than $62,000. We had multiple winners in the Rainbow Six, but not many of them, as we had a return for more than $82,000, and it triggers a carryover into the Sunday card of more than $600,000.
That wraps up today. We'll see you back here tomorrow for 11 more races. Our first post is noon. We can't wait for you to join us on the final day of 2017.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.